Doing? Thought I'd pop on here for another stream. Got some stuff I want to go over with you guys. I didn't get a chance to do it in the last one. Hey, IG, how you doing? Donald, American Patriot, Darren, Toluca, how you doing? Paul did it. What's up? Optimus, what's up? Like the name. Rip, what's up, bud? Guys, we'll be going over to Mark's channel after this. At least I am. Hope you guys follow. Go over and have some fun with Mark and get a break from all the bull that we've all been dealing with, Go over and laugh and just have a good time. Hey, Brenda. Dolores, Laura, Johnny. Just a little update, guys. Yes, my sister does have COV. I'm not going to say that word, but she does. Back at you, Brenda. Back at you. Gail. Yeah, guys. So, she does, and, the rest of the family's now getting tested. My kids were exposed to her, not too long ago. So, we're going to have to do all that mess. My son works at the hospital, and they are now, they're shutting down full wings of our local hospital to use for these patients. They're using, which I don't really know if I agree with this or not, but they're using part of the infusion center that we have at our hospital where the cancer patients go to get their chemo and, or IV antibiotics, through anything to do with infusions and any of that mess going on. This doesn't sound like a very safe place to put those cancer patients next to people that have that. And they might not be doing that part of it, though. All I know is they're rearranging things. They're shutting down some of the services we have here at our local hospital until this is over. We had the biggest spike we've ever had in my particular county, and it spiked overnight, guys. I'm talking like multiple people on ventilators. That really kind of shocked me. So that tells you that either these are like really old patients or they are people with comorbidities, pre-existing stuff, or just bad luck, I guess. I don't know, but regardless, that's what's going on here where I live. But we're going to deal with it, guys. We're going to keep a positive attitude, and we're just going to keep moving with it. So not much else we can do, guys, at this point, other than just try to be there for each other. So, yeah, there's a lot of different treatments and stuff. Mark had a lady on, Mark Pyers, back in the summer, and sent me some info and the videos that they had done together, and some really, really good advice in those. I would suggest you guys go over and check them out. We're going to go over there after this stream anyway, so. But I do want to get into this a little bit, guys. There's a couple things that's been happening throughout the day. I'm going to address something again that I don't like doing, but I feel like I need to, because if it wasn't such a big center point in the whole discussion that we do here, the location of, this system that's coming in and doing all that kind of stuff. Well, there's been some articles and stuff put out, and even with all of that, it's just we're going to have to address a few things here because it's just what I've been seeing is just no way. Yeah, you'll understand when I get there. Plus, we're pretty much under a cosmic ray, warning alert. Is that really something to be seriously worried about? Not for immediate, but if you're flying, those kinds of things. And I'll show you guys what it can actually do. I got a list of stuff here, and we'll go over that a little bit more in detail than what I've done in the past. So if you guys are interested in seeing what cosmic rays can actually do to the human body and how they get here, stick around for a minute. But I am going to run through some space weather conditions, guys. So, hey, Virgo. Anyway. Also, guys, you guys can talk about whatever you want in the chat as long as you're respectful and everything. But, my suggestion is to stay away from the COV conversation because even if it starts out nice, a lot of times it ends up being something really, really bad against each other. It's very, very polarized. But I'm not going to tell you what you guys can talk about in there. You can, as long as it's respectful. I don't care. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just kind of keep that in mind. So, yeah. So let me pop off here real quick, and we'll just start here, because I want to get through this, quickly. Really not much more to update you on as far as this goes, the Schumann. It seems like it's kind of died off and got quiet again. We'll have to just keep an eye on it. Not much else to say there, but it ain't going to stay that way. That's one thing I can say. Space weather conditions, we did have a small flare. Okay, it looks like it could have got into like a small C class or a high B class. All right. In the big picture of things, what did that do? Probably not much of anything. We could have had a little brownout or something somewhere in the radio propagation or something. Who knows? But it wouldn't have been very severe, and it wouldn't have lasted very long. Excuse me. Geomagnetic activity. This is why the cosmic ray stuff is going on right now. Look at this. Almost 2 complete days. Well, it is 2 complete days pretty much with nothing. It popped up into the 1 right here just for a second. Now, I want to tell you guys on this graph, if it pops into 1 for just a second, it will map this out as 1. The way I understand it. So, it probably wasn't there very long. So, we need some geomagnetic activity to help deflect, cosmic rays. Help absorb them, all that kind of thing, right? The sun, first look at it, we do have a decent coronal hole right in front of us right now. So I would expect, 4 to 5 days from now, probably, we'll get some increased solar wind from that. Here's the bigger sunspot we've been talking about for a while now. Looks like we got a couple, at the very least, active regions of the sun cresting over the limb now, again. So, and I think this one here is like the one, it was the one that was actually out here in the front. It blew a flare over here, off the side, and it got counted as a pretty high flare, but it really should have been logged in higher, because we couldn't really tell, because we didn't have the detectors over there to see exactly how powerful it was. We seen it happen, and we did get x-ray from it here on Earth, but it was more of a glancing sideways blow of that. So we didn't get a correct full strength to see really how big it was. So the ACE data here, guys, again, everything's going to be in the middle. So I'm not even going to waste time talking about this, okay? It is. Everything is exactly what we would want, to be honest. Maybe even a little bit too quiet, like I said with the cosmic ray thing. Now, the Enlil model here is, it just changed. So it is talking about an increase here, but the decrease in solar wind speed is still there too. Usually when the coronal holes open up, the speed will go up. So I'm not quite sure why the density is going up here, why this model's got this doing that. I look for it to change. It always does anyway. So auroras, I wouldn't expect to see anything there. Again, I'm not going to waste your time on that. Now with the absorption model here, we'll take a look at this, because I haven't looked at it yet since I've seen that flare. It could show the flare. Yep, see it? Right there. That's that flare. That's probably all we'll see. See? Just that flare. When that flare hit, that's what that is. And you can tell how it really didn't get up into here, so it really wasn't a very strong one. So, it got, well, if you look over here, it'll tell you. It didn't even get to 5. So, but that is the flare. Again, I'm not going to waste too much time showing you these. I'll let you guys see them, but there's nothing to talk about much here, other than conditions are very quiet, too quiet. Okay, if you look at the density, we still got this spot here that's just, acting different than what it used to in that one spot, and it's not matching the other side. So something's different there, and we may never know why or what, but something is different. This model didn't used to show that like that, so the speed is not moving very fast at all, guys. That's what you're going to see. Okay, so again, not going to waste your time on that one. As far as the sun goes here with the flare, we'll zoom in here and I will show it to you. Dang on it. Okay, I do believe it comes from this one. Let's see what happens here. Right there. See it? Did you guys see what happened right there? That was awesome. The flare hit, and did you see the satellite jump? Ain't that crazy? I don't know if it was a flare that caused that, though. I don't think it was, because it would still take it 8 minutes to get here. So, yeah, well, that means that would have, when the camera seen it, it would have been that 8 minutes. So yeah, it could have been. So let me, I'll play this for you again. Well, I don't need to. I'll just do it this way. Okay, watch the flare hit. See it? Now watch what the satellite does. Ain't that crazy? But that was because of that flare. Wow. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. It's cool to see that. Like I said, it really didn't do much. So, yeah, it's pretty bright. Okay, so we'll move on here. The 211 here, again, it may show it. There it went. But look at the active regions coming here. Okay, that's what's going to be coming facing us. You can see how it's already having some activity. It ain't really flaring a whole lot that we've seen, or it's just like putting off like a steady stream of plasma. Or charged particles, same thing. Well, when we're talking about the sun, it's kind of the same thing. Solar wind, we'll call it that. But if that thing holds together, it looks like it's going to be pretty healthy. So we'll just have to watch it, okay? The other magnetopause models, I'm not going to go much into these either because, again, conditions are quiet. So, again, yeah. Australian model. Bounce around there a little bit. Nothing really to show you there. Not going to waste your time. Okay? This is why, you know, I'm going to try to cut down some of the time because if I ain't got nothing to show you, I'm just not going to really speak a whole lot about it because there's no use in it. We may see the flare here. This one only gives us a 2-hour history. So, we'll see if it's on there or not. It probably isn't. It happened too long ago. So yeah, you can see how, yeah, just really, really, you know, quiet conditions, guys. I'm going to X out some of these real quick. Here's the CME tracker. Nothing to see there, guys. It hasn't updated since the first, when we seen that double flare, or double CME, one on each side. Okay. Seeds. This is our view, okay? It's as if we walked outside and looked up at the sun, right? Again, don't worry about that little thing going on over here. You'll see a little haze or whatever people want to believe that is. It's up to them what they believe, but for me, that's nothing more than just a glitch, okay? One of the main reasons is I couldn't definitively see anything in the front or on the back side of that, so it wasn't like something was moving through space, is what I'm trying to say. But you can see this constant energy getting flowed off here. Even on the other side there, those other areas that rotated off are still putting out some good stuff over here. It's not large stuff or like even intense. It's just moving slow, but it's just an increase in energy. So we'll take a look at stereo A real quick. Not seeing much. Okay. You can see it though. Okay, some of the stuff that is coming off the sun here, but nothing's real intense right now. Just like earlier today. Earthquakes. Okay, we had a 6.0 just a few minutes ago. Well, it's been about an hour or two ago now. Down here. That was a 6 down here in Tonga. That's probably the biggest one right now that we've seen. It doesn't look like it caused any kind of tsunami or anything like that. You know, the shake map is in that light color blue, so that means they really didn't feel a whole lot of it either. That one there was a 4.1. That was in Bolivia. So, yeah, not much to talk about here either until we do this. Okay, so what you're looking at there is all magnitudes for the day. And, yeah, you can see where it's swarming. But it's still, overall, it looks more quiet than what it has been. Did I do 7 days there? No, it was today, just a little while ago. Look, Tennessee, Missouri here, and then over here in North Carolina, Virginia. Wow. Those are small ones, though. So, again, it's around that North American craton that Dutch talks about quite a bit. I would send you guys over to Ron Tyler, Emergency Management. IG's over there. She's a mod over there, too. And she could probably drop a link in there. If she wants to do that, she can. I'm going to be talking to Ron tomorrow, trying to set up something where we can do a show together. We'll probably get Ricky involved, too, if she wants to. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the tropics just for a second here. Check this out. Okay, the cone that they were showing earlier, you know, this is at Eta, right? It came up here, it did its thing on Florida, and it kind of just took a dive south and was hanging out here. And all the cones were kind of bringing it in this way. Well, this thing is shifted. It's going more at an angle this way. Or not really an angle, but more of a straight shot. So I wanted to point that out first and foremost. Now, it's saying, you know, SSSSS. So it's saying it's going to be a tropical storm. It doesn't show it getting back up into hurricane strength, which is very possible, but I'm looking at some stuff here, and it's, and I'll show it to you here in a few minutes, but man, it looks like it might be getting its thing together. I don't know, man. It almost looks like it could strengthen some more. So, yeah, let's click on that. You can kind of see here its projected path. And again, these are models, and models can be wrong. These were already wrong. If you guys seen this morning, most people probably did. Seriously, this little round cone here was way over here. It wasn't even touching over here. I mean, they had this thing coming in over here like this. Alright? At least the cone. I'll be interested to see what this thing does after what I showed you guys on this satellite here. Okay? And we'll go over this real quick now so I can get this kind of out of the way too. But again, when I showed you guys in my last video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that again. And I'm going to, let's see here, which view do I want to look at? Probably that one. We'll just do that one. As you can tell, it's doing that again. Watch it look, well, I want you guys to see this up here though, because it's not doing it anywhere else but right down in here. Right on this hurricane. See how it looks like it's sparkling? Like there's energy or something there? And I thought, well, maybe it was because it was crossing over from daytime to nighttime, you know, as far as the satellite view goes. And some of that is matching up, but it should be doing it on all of it. Not just over top of this hurricane, guys. I don't you know, that's why I even brought it to you guys. And I don't, again, I think, in my opinion, you know, was this thing steered? It almost looks like it. Especially considering, guys, think about this, okay? If they had it coming up in here, you know, what could we be talking about here? It could go up in here and take off. Now, we can't forget about our geopolitical environment right now either, guys. Where's the big battle going on right now? Right here. Don't forget that. Also, even down here a little bit. But, you know, nothing's really been done down here that they're going to be taking a look at anything. But here, and I think even up here in North Carolina. But, you know, maybe they tried to, who knows? I'm not going to, like, put out some big crazy thing going on there that weather has anything to do politically here. But when I show you this, you're going to look at it, and you're going to, if anybody hasn't seen it yet, you're going to be like, what in the world is that? So we'll go sub-regional here, and I guess we'll take a look at it from, well, let's go localized. We'll just go right like here, okay? See, look at that, guys. I mean, watch. Okay, and watch. It's not there, and then it just, it like exploded. I'm not, I cannot wrap my brain around what would cause that. Look, wham. I mean, for the infrared to pick that up, it's strange. Unless the cloud tops are so high, you know, but man, for number one, that thing intensified rather quickly. I mean, we've seen it happen like that before, but we also seen them do the same, something similar to Dorian. If you guys remember Dorian, two of them actually, two of the hurricanes, Dorian and the other one I can't remember the name of, last year, where they actually did. You could see it, and they were almost steering these things where they wanted them to go. It was kind of nuts. So I don't want to come out here and say anything is like really, really crazy, but I can't like say that doesn't look right. You know what I mean? So let me let's go regional so we can see the whole thing. Okay, so you can see it here, right? And I'm gonna back it up all the way. It's there. Now you can see when it gets dark. Okay? So we start here, and then we keep moving, and it goes dark again, right? There's when it got dark, right there. Not here. And then you could see it just like, whew, I mean, intense. Like really intensifying, really, really quick. And then we go back to that. Notice, you're not seeing it here. You're not seeing it up here or here. Just here. Why? And it's not positional because it would have stayed here where the hurricane was. It's with it. So, whatever's causing that. If I knew, I wish to God I could tell you guys. I just don't know. You know, and it shows up in multiple different things here. We can take a look at it here, I guess. Watch the yellow here. Yeah. And what's got me kind of, you know, thinking that they might be trying to, you know, like steer this thing is the fact that it's on the front edge. Okay? It's on the direction that this thing started traveling. It's not, if it was over here and it was traveling that way, I might not be saying this, but it is right there. Watch. So, whatever's going on there, I don't know, but that's what's happening. Okay? So yeah. So you guys, hey Sid, what's up? How you guys doing in there? You guys doing okay? Oh. Hey Fifth, what's up? Oh goodness. Wow, my back. Jerry, Dolores, good to see you guys in here. Yeah, I mean, and again, we can all talk about everything we want to talk about, because I think that there is a lot of good validation on everybody's point of view here. I really do. I think that there's so many things that could be causing that, and a lot of each one of them actually has a lot of good proof with all of it. It's just, so which one should we believe? It's up to you guys, and that's why I'm telling everybody to do that, and we should definitely research it, whatever we're doing, and make up your mind after that, because you're going to see a whole lot of different theories. You're going to see a whole lot of different, quote unquote evidence or whatever we want to say. And at that point, it would be up to you what you believe, So, I guess we'll go into I do want to show you guys the cosmic ray thing, but before we do that, I have to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to. Where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about this for a second. This is that brown dwarf that they detected with low-far radio telescope. Okay? Now, it's substellar. That does not mean it's close to us. You're not going to be able to get your telescope out and find this thing. Okay, there's a lot of reasons, and I'm going to show you why. But I'm hearing other people saying that that we're probably seeing this thing with our naked eye, or even with a telescope or a camera. Our typical satellites couldn't even see this. They had to use 2 different forms of technology to even map this out to be able to see it. I want to put that first and foremost. So if you're seeing captures out there, and of what some are calling like 2 different objects or whatever, it's not this. And let me explain why. Okay, they use the low frequency array. Okay, it's a radio wave that low frequency that actually sends it out into space or whatever, and it comes back as whatever signal they're seeing, or the signal itself is interrupted, and they're able to now use that technology to see these things. That was the big breakthrough. It wasn't the fact that this thing was here. Okay? It's how they spotted it. That's the big breakthrough. We have to understand that. So, if we're looking at this thing and we want to see, look at this, guys. Okay, this is the biggest point I want to make on this one particular thing. It's 212 light years away. Who in their right mind says we can go out in our backyard with a telescope and see this? No way. Okay? Now, to put that in perspective, how far is 212 light years? Because some people don't know, right? Well, let me show you. For general reference, okay, this is general reference is what they use. 63,000 astronomical units is 1 light year. Okay, 63,000 inches is in 1 mile. Okay? The sun, what's an astronomical unit? It's 93 million miles away. So you do the math. Okay? There is no way you're going to see this thing. Okay? You have to have that technology that they're using to be able to see it at all. There's absolutely no way you could look up in your sky and see that object that far away. You're not going to be able to do it. They didn't even see it with the visual telescope, guys. They're big ones at the observatories. They had to use the radio frequency. So this is not proof for anybody's theory of any kind of energy heading our way. It's not. At all. Period. So that's what I want to say there. And I'm not going to go much more into that. I started getting emails about this about halfway through the day today. And I was just going to ignore it. But when I found out that somebody said that they could see it, or somebody said that this is proof of something like what I just got through saying, I could not say nothing. So anyway, I showed you guys how far away that is. You guys believe what you want to believe on that. I won't think anything less if you don't, if you don't follow me with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I just want to show it to you guys, okay? That's just what I'm saying, So, anyway, we'll go on to the next subject here. I do want to show you guys, let's see here, where did I put that stupid thing? I think I put it in my screenshots. Oh, I bet I put it in my, never mind. Hold on a second, guys, sorry. Hate to do that. I thought I had this set up already, and I didn't. Crap, I didn't even download the stupid... Never mind. I just won't show that part to you guys. It's not a big deal. I've shown it before. We'll be able to see something similar anyway with what I'm going to show you. Okay. Okay. Cosmic rays, guys. Okay. Why are they I just explained to you that we're under under like a cosmic ray warning, and this will help explain things. Okay. Cosmic rays. It just asks the question: Are they harmful? And it gives you certain information here. It says at ground level, generally they're not a problem, but that's a general statement there, right? I showed you guys a while back how you can make a cloud chamber. Basically, they're calling it a spark chamber, but what it is that they use dry ice and they put it in like a box, and when the cosmic ray will go through it, you'll see it shoot through it because it'll disturb the fog or smoke, whatever you want to call it, from the dry ice. Okay, so that's what that is. So you can make these yourself. I showed you guys a little 8-year-old girl making one and explaining it better than I could. It was amazing. I didn't even know it was. I found it while I had you guys here online with me on a live stream. I thought it was cool, but anyway, so that right there tells you about how you can detect them, and yes, they are harmful to us. Now, how harmful? I guess that's the next question, right? And what can they do, and all those kinds of questions. So, let's go here. I'm going to show you guys a chart here a little bit more in depth. Not on this one, though. Okay. So I'm just going to show you guys the chart because I think it's easier that way. You guys will understand it a little bit better. But you guys can get any of this information online. It's not hard to find, okay? Let me go to screenshots. I thought I had it out again, guys. Sorry. Where did it go? I know I had it. What in the world? Where did that thing go? I don't even know what I did with it now. That's stupid. Daggone it. Well, we'll just do this one then. Because this will give us just as good of an idea. Okay, what this is, it's showing you doses, like normal doses of this. And when we're talking about cosmic rays, guys, it's radiation. Okay? So it tells you annual cosmic radiation at sea level, 0.1 to 1. Then it goes on and it goes up and up and up to like the ISS or US annual average there. Abdominal CT scan. If you guys go get a CT scan, that's the dose you're going to get. Radiation worker annual limit. That's where they will cut them off and make them quit working. 6 months on the ISS. That's what they're going to experience. MSL, 6-month transit to Mars. That would be the energy they would be, exposed to. So that gives you an idea there. Now let me show you what it can actually do to us. And this isn't everything it can do to us. All right, there's a lot more it can. So as you guys can see, it gives you high risk, moderate risk, and all that kind of stuff, right? So it can get to eyes. High doses can trigger cataract, okay? Hormone glands on your thyroid, vulnerable to cancer. Radioactive iodine builds up in the thyroid. Children most at risk. Lungs, vulnerable to DNA damage when radioactive material is breathed in. Okay? Now listen. When cosmic rays hit us, they can affect us at the DNA level. Okay? Stomach, vulnerable. Reproductive organs, high dose. Okay? High doses in skin, obviously. Bone marrow. Guys, and it can affect our psyche too. So, I would encourage you guys to, if you're, want to know a little bit more about this, just take a screenshot of that. Oops. I don't know what the heck happened there. Yeah, I must have knocked it off there or something. But take a screenshot of that and, look at it yourself. Do a little bit of digging on your own, and you're going to find out a lot of good information here. Okay? Don't discount this. If you fly a lot, especially, obviously the higher up you get, the more of this you get. Why? Because they have like a half-life, these split particles, okay? The muons is what's really dangerous for us humans. I've explained how that happens. You get cosmic rays, they hit our atmosphere, they're pions, and then they split into neutrinos and muons. Then they're still traveling. The whole time they're traveling, they have a half-life. Their half-life is like 1 part of a second. That's how fast they're moving. So that's kind of what I'm getting at here. And when we have the low geomagnetic activity, that's when this stuff is most dangerous. People that are pregnant, please pay attention to this. People that fly up towards the North Pole and South Pole, or, up there in higher latitudes, northern Canada, or even Canada, period. Higher elevation. You're exposed to it more. Okay? So please take this serious. How can you protect yourself? Well, you would have to limit those kinds of things, number one. Number two, I do believe if you put, I'm not sure exactly what would actually deflect it from us. I'll have to dig into that. I think our number one, our skin does a pretty decent job of protecting us. Okay, I'm pretty sure that probably clothing would help. So yeah, I'll look into that. What we can do to actually help protect ourselves, if there's anything that we can. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of stuff there. So yeah. But anyway, so guys, when I was talking about the hurricane and all that, and then when I started getting emails about a brown dwarf that's 2,000 or 212 light years away, I don't like doing that. I don't. But I feel like I have a responsibility to you guys to at least give you the other side of it. And, you make up your own mind what you want to think there, guys, okay? I'm not going to think of you any less, I promise. I'll even listen to what your theories are. I always do. But I will not, not just say it. I'm just, this is the idea I'm attacking. I'm not attacking any particular people. Because, frankly, it was multiple people that were saying stuff like this. So, yeah. Carolyn, I'll get you some more information on that too, guys. I do want to go more into what we can do to protect ourselves. And Ricky was right there. They go into the core. They'll actually go right out the other side. They'll pass right through our planet. She's taught, and what passes through our planet's the neutrino part of it. So that's typically what they see. So they're able to measure those things, guys. So, again, just kind of, keep in mind that we do have stuff going on, but this is just another case in point that should tell us that, hey, we got to pay attention. We can't just let our guard down and not think anything's going on when stuff actually is. We need to try to, start thinking about, hey, we need to, it's better if we're in the middle. And what I mean by that is our geomagnetic conditions. We don't want it all the way in the basement. We don't. I know it seems like we would, but we don't. Okay? I wish that there was a magic thing to just wave it away, but we can't. Okay? It's something they're just going to have to deal with, and unfortunately, that's just what we have to do. So, hey, Casey, IG. Hey, guys, you guys got any questions? Hey, Jerry. Yeah, sharing links and stuff, yeah. I know Brenda was in here. She had a lot of good stuff about, HAAR whatever. I'm not saying that last one. When I was talking about the hurricane and stuff there, she has some good links and stuff there. That good info that we can definitely take a look at it and get a different side of what we're talking about and all that. So, but yeah, guys, do me a favor. I would like for you guys to follow me over here at least for a little while, just for about 15-20 minutes at least. If you could, just give me 5 or 10 minutes over here. Let's go show Mark some love over here. Go over and laugh with us. And, I know most of you guys already know who Mark is already, but I'm sure there's some of you guys that haven't had a chance to come over and hang out with us. We're going to laugh, okay? Guys, look at this. He's making fun or just making comedy out of everybody, both sides. I want people to understand that. Okay? That's what it is. He's making fun of both sides. It's just comedy, period, So, let's go give him a Wages love bomb for a minute here and see what happens. You guys like it? Stick around. I'd like to go over and talk to you guys anyway. I'm trying to cut down the time on this real quick because, yeah, obvious reasons. People are, they don't watch as much when, hold on a minute here, guys, sorry. when my live streams are like an hour or longer, people tend, I lose a lot of views that way. But that's not why I'm doing this. I don't particularly, keep track of my view count and stuff. I want to connect with you guys and give you guys good information. But anyway, guys, there is the link to Mark's. Please come over and hang out with us. Give us a shout over here. He's all about positivity. You get to hear some music and laugh. It's just awesome over here, guys. So follow me over there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. So yeah. God bless. Yahusha saves, and you can drink this